Hello Cancerians, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and welcome to Intuitive Empress Tarot and your love reading for October. This is a general reading. It won't resonate with everyone, so take what does resonate, leave the rest, and obviously check out my other readings for your Moon, Rising and Venus. So I've started by pulling a Romance Angel Oracle card, and Cancerians, you got Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So I feel some of you are going to be deeply in love during October, and if you haven't met them yet, you may well soon do. So this is a very positive card for you. Now your underlying energy is the Lovers. So again, we've got strong soulmate energy here, but also this is a card of choice, okay, of needing to come into balance and potentially of sacrifice. So in order to make this relationship work, not only do you have to choose to make it work, but what is it that you have to give up in order to make it work, okay? Whether that is, you know, doing less overtime or spending less time with your family or less time with your friends, you know, you have to give something up in order to give the relationship the time and energy that it needs, right? So, you know, less time for hobbies because more dating. Now, I do feel this is quite a positive read for you, Cancerians, because here your first card is the Star. And this is a card of balance, of healing, and it's a very lucky card, and it's a card of having a wish fulfilled. So if you have been wishing for your soulmate to come in, you know, for a deep soul connection and love, this could well be happening for you very soon, okay? Time is very fluid, and tarot is not good at predicting timescales. So, you know, this may not be in October, it could be slightly later, it may already be with you, but this is a very positive card. The next card is the Wheel of Fortune. So here we have the, yes, it is the Wheel of Fortune. So here we have the end of one cycle and the beginning of a next. So if you haven't been lucky in the past, you are going to be more lucky in love very soon as the wheel turns and you move into this new cycle, right? But remember that the wheel does keep turning, and to some extent it's reliant on karma. So if you behave well, then potentially you get better outcomes. But this, you know, this shows me that good things are coming in for you. This soulmate is coming in for you, and life may become very different to what you were used to in the past. Now, central to your reading, we have the Four of Swords. Now, this is a strange card to have in this reading. This is a card, much like the Star card, it's a card of healing. This is someone who is either feeling unwell or stressed or drained, and they need to take time out to heal themselves to come back into balance. Now, why this is here for you, I'm not quite sure. Let's clarify that, because obviously it is next to the Lovers card. I mean, maybe, hang on, what have we got? The Princess of Pentacles. So there is talking here, there is, what would this be? Someone very interesting, educated, who can teach you about the world. Maybe there's some education. Is one of you at university or studying or trying to learn something? Where's the Four of Swords here? Whoa, 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 whoa. I've just dropped a card. I'm gonna have to pick it up. Right, just in case one of those is for you. Clarify the Four of Swords. Why is the Four of Swords here for Cancerians? Why is the Four of Swords here for Cancerians? Clarify, please. Okay, the cards are not very keen on giving an answer, but here it is. The World. Okay. So, much like the Wheel, and I did kind of at one point think it was the World, you may remember me checking, we have major, this is major arcana, so we have major energy going on here, and this is all about, you know, the ending of cycles, beginning of new ones. So I think you might just be at the stage of, you know, you've been working very hard on something, it's coming to an end, you have been learning something, right? Talking, communicating. Maybe you're coming to the end of a phase of self-discovery or education. And it's time now to move on to the next stage, to reap the rewards of that. And you just may be feeling very drained, right? Maybe life has been tough, you know, and you're feeling a little bit battered and bruised. But with this soulmate energy coming in, I mean, don't burn the candle at both ends. Maybe the relationship feels very intense. You know, maybe it's a real learning curve for you and you are tired, you know, too many late nights. Perhaps what you need to make sure is that you still allow time for yourself, that you don't spend every waking minute with them, that you need to have alone time. You need to make sure that you are getting enough sleep, that you are eating well, that you are resting and having time for yourself to do what you need to do, and, you know, just investing in your own self. Now the next card here is the Princess of Cups, Page of Cups. This is an interesting energy. So we've got two pages here, which is quite childlike energy. So whether there are children around you, or maybe this is just the energy of you or your person, this card is about, with the Four of Swords, I think this is someone who has been quite hurt in love, that has been very disappointed in love in the past. And now with this soulmate, there may be a nervousness about opening up to them emotionally, allowing yourself, you know, risking loving someone and the opportunity or potential for them to hurt you. So this card is saying that you need to be brave, that you should approach your relationship as though it's the first time you ever fell in love, right? So you have the innocence of a child who's never been hurt before, and so your heart is open. You know, you're able to give it without the baggage, without the cynicism. You know, you're not cynical about love, you're not fearful of love. You are just willing and able to offer your cup. Very much a case of, you know, saying what you mean and meaning what you say. There's no undercurrents, there's no hidden agenda. It's just very honest and open. Now this card can mean that an apology is needed. So maybe this soulmate energy hasn't necessarily been easy. Maybe there has been some unbalance or hurtful things that have gone on in this relationship. If an apology is needed, if you need to make an apology, do it. If you are owed an apology, ask for it. Because finally I see this card here, the Three of Swords. So this suggests that there has been some heartbreak, you know, hurt and disappointment. So even if it is a soulmate energy, it may not have gone smoothly, and perhaps this is why you are feeling drained and you need to take that time to heal, because we've got two cards here of needing to heal. And with this card, although it says, you know, there has been heartbreak here, it's also talking about the need to move on from that. And in fact, the moving on from it is the Four of Swords, which you do have here. So after the hurt, you then take time to heal that heart, okay, so that you can love again. Now let's just clarify this card, why this is here for you. Why is the Three of Swords here for Cancerians? Now, that's two cards, I just want one. Why is the Three of Swords here for Cancerians? Why is the Three of Swords here? So I'm getting a lot of cards coming out for you. I just want one. Clarify the Three of Swords, please. Clarify the Three of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords here for Cancer? Oh, one just reversed. Come on now. Give me a clear message. Why is the Three of Swords here for Cancerians? Clarify. Okay, the cards are not wanting to give me an answer right now. Clarify the Three of Swords for Cancer. Thank you. Right, there we go. King of Swords. Okay, Cancer. I don't necessarily feel this is your energy because this is most likely an air sign. This can be a man or a woman. Now, what I would say is this energy may be someone who is quite logical and not very emotional. And with the sword, sometimes what they say can be quite cutting, although they do tend to be a very honest person. But perhaps any heartbreak or upset you've had is because you don't feel you're connecting with someone on an emotional level. Obviously, you are being a water sign, very different approaches to love potentially. All right, I'm going to get another one because we've got two swords there. Clarify, tell me more about this King of Swords. Tell me about this King of Swords. If it is advice for you, then it's telling you that you need to approach love with a more logical approach. Okay, Four of Wands. So there is potential here for coming into balance and weddings. And the Death card, which is obviously, again, endings. We've got end of cycle here and new beginnings. And with the Death card, it can talk about the rebirth of a relationship, moving into a new phase and letting some things go, right? Allowing endings to happen so that new beginnings can start. So that's not necessarily a negative card here. I think it's about healing and moving on. With the Four of Swords here, there can be this kind of withdrawal. And obviously we've got this, the World card, talking about the end of a cycle. With the Death card, end of a cycle. But to a certain extent, it's like what no longer serves you is what comes to an end. So that you can then start afresh in this new chapter of your life without all the baggage, without the heartache that you have had from the past. Or even, you know, sort of present if things are a little bit rocky with this person. Soulmate energy isn't always easy. It doesn't guarantee a trouble-free relationship. Quite often you can trigger things in each other. You know how to push each other's buttons and raise each other's insecurities and negative behaviors, and there's a need to move beyond that, okay? Like an emotional maturity, when someone shows you where you are vulnerable, if they know where to poke you that hurts, it gives you an opportunity to obviously not only identify that, but then to heal it. And I think perhaps that's what we have here, is an opportunity to learn about yourself, to learn about your vulnerabilities, your weaknesses, perhaps even your negative behaviors, and then be able to heal them. And then move forward, right, in greater balance and greater emotional maturity. So I hope this has made sense to you. Hopefully it has. Leave me a comment. I would love to read your comment. Please do like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to check out your videos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Bye for now.